Okay, so welcome so much, everyone. I'm really thrilled to see you all here. You are really like, if you are here on this webinar, it means that you are someone that me or Claudia or someone else in here felt really drawn to because you're really beautiful people. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. And if you are here, you are, we believe that you really are here for a reason. This is something that has a higher purpose. Like, this is my higher purpose in life, really, to spread this. Wow, so many people are coming in here as we speak, and it's so wonderful to see how so many beautiful that has an interest for for the planet, for the water, for freedom, for so many different things we want to create on this planet, and together as just a beautiful community, a beautiful global community. So I'm just going to share my screen. We are actually going to make this presentation pretty short. You know, we could talk about both of these topics, like the business part and the water part. We could talk about that for hours and hours and hours, but it will be like too much for you to handle. So we're going to go through the water brief. We're going to go through the business briefly. And if you feel like, wow, this is something that I feel drawn to, you can dive really deep into this if you would like. So understand this is a brief presentation that is very simplified.
Yeah, cool. And I also have a little question. I would like everyone to drop where they're from in the chat if you want.
Yeah.
I feel I'm very curious about where you're from. So
Yes, Claudia has control of the chat.
yeah.
So just drop in there what you want to say. Thank you, Jonathan, Sweden Gothenburg. Thank you. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so I'm going to take the water part. And Kangen water, living water that we're going to talk about today, means return to origin. We really want water to be in its natural state. So that is what our bodies really crave, because all of the different details in nature are important for our health to be optimal. I'm just gonna talk a little bit very shortly about me and my journey. My name is Sana. I call myself an ambassador and warrior for change. I live and breathe to make global impact on this world. And it's something that I'm gonna do. This is what I do daily. This is what I work with full time. And I believe that everything comes down to the state of the water we have on this planet, but also within our bodies. So building, I work with building the new sustainable world, because I believe that together we can really create systems, like sustainable systems, sustainable cities, and we don't need to change much. We just need to make it sustainable. We have so much potential, so many intelligent people that actually can create this new sustainable world. We have people here tonight with us on this webinar that are making a huge global impact right now as we speak. And so together we can really change. We are so powerful. So my journey with this water, I went from chronic diseases like chronic fatigue, chronic pain in my legs, autoimmune diseases, all of these different things that so many people actually have today and are struggling with today, to like a high performance water entrepreneur. So how did I do that? First of all, I changed my diet. I have become very strict with my diet. I only eat clean food, like pure food that doesn't have any chemicals in it, and no sugars and so on. So that helped me a lot, but I still had a lot of problems with pain in my legs. I still had so much fatigue. You know, I was struggling, especially as a mom. You don't have a lot of energy. And when I started drinking this water, I noticed one night when I was playing with my daughter, it was like 8 at night or something. I realized I am playing, I am laughing, I'm running around. Like usually this time in the evening, I'm usually just like trying to be awake, really. But I was playing with my daughter. So this has really made me become so much more of myself. And I am so passionate about giving this to you. What I know today with the water, you really can't get this much energy into your body without this kind of water. And I'm really going to show you why in the presentation. So I'm going to go forward.
Thank you, Sana. It's powerful.
Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to talk about in the water presentation is water worldwide, how it looks like, very, very brief. The effect of light on our bodies. We're going to talk about dehydration, what is Kangen water, the ionizing process, differences in water, molecular hydrogen. It only exists in a few places on Earth, and different pH values. So the water in the world. So you see the picture here. All of these things exist in our water. And some people might think, well, I live in this country or I live in this country, and they say that we have the best water in the world here. Well, the reality is that if you're living in a city with water treatment plants, we have a sewage system, you have these things in your tap water. There are large emissions of chemicals in our water, and there are no legal requirements for control of harmful substances, only pathogens. So they check chemicals like a few times a year, but it's very limited, like 30 chemicals top. Sometimes they do a full spectrum. It's about 300 chemicals, but that's very, very rarely. And it's up to every municipality to check that, and they can hire anyone to do it. So what they show, you never know what the results really are. Sludge and sewage. The sewage treatment, the sewage treatment plants, it comes in sludge into there. You know, everything we flush down the toilet, everything that we flush down, you know, in industries, in hospitals, in different companies, everywhere, everything is going into the sewage, and it comes in as sludge. So it's everything is in there. And I recommend you to watch the documentary Biosludged. There you will see everything about this. So every chemical is in the sludge. So they separate the sludge water from the sludge, and they take out nitrogen and phosphorus, because it has a huge damage on life of the planet if we are gonna put that out into our lakes and water courses. And then when they've taken out that, some of it, then they don't take out all of it. They just flush out the sludge water down the nearest water course with all of the chemicals that is in there. All of the chemicals is going down there. And then you have the actual sludge, the mass. They make soil preparation and fertilizers out of it that we grow food on. We use it in farming. Like farmers are using it to spray it on the food. And you can see there in biosludge, they're measuring the different chemicals in the fertilizers. They find in one of them that actually are labeled as organic even, they find about 4,000 different chemicals with lethal effects. And the sludge water comes into the our tap water. So what comes around goes around, you know that already. Then we have something called cyanobacteria. Not many people know of this, but the cyanobacteria, they have been here for 3.5 billion years. They created the oxygenated environment. So they're not bad in themselves, but we have created, they thrive in a toxic environment. They thrive in chemicals. They thrive in nitrogen and phosphorus. And we have created so much cyanobacteria, so it just kills life. There are acres and acres of dead water, water sediments, like so much just dead areas in the lakes because of these bacteria, because no life can exist where they exist. And in their enzymes, they have a very, very toxic substance that is actually linked to ALS, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, or other neurological diseases. So, and we have that in our tap water. They have been measuring it in Sweden. They have it everywhere. And we have between 20,000 and 100,000 different chemicals going around in our water pipes. We produce worldwide 400 million tons, sorry, I didn't write that there, tons of chemicals per year. Where do we think that this is gonna end up? And actually 80% of the chemicals have no research on the health benefits whatsoever. So this is a very severe situation we are in right now with this.
Yeah, or how they harm the health.
Or how they harm the health, yes.
Yeah.
So I made a presentation about this. It's in Swedish. I'm gonna do it in English as well someday. But it's like 1.5 hours of diving deep into these different topics that I was just like mentioning now. So this is one of the areas when it comes to water that needs to be addressed. One of the topics. Another one is a more pleasant one. It's the effect of light on our bodies.
Water.
So sunlight actually controls how much water that will be created within the body. And red light, infrared light, is the only light that can penetrate throughout the whole body and reaches all mitochondria, so the body can turn water into energy. The process of full hydration is actually turning H2O, everyone knows H2O, to something that is called H3O2. For the water to reach into the deepest parts of our cells, H2O needs to become H3O2. That is when water has become so small, it has become a hexagonal shaped liquid crystal. The water cannot become that without one thing, and that is light. Our skin works like a photoelectric cell. It absorbs the photons, you know, create the vitamin D, we all know that, but it also, the body turns those photons into electrons that the body can use to convert H2O to H3O2. Remember, this is a very simplified explanation. If you want to know more about this, I have material that you can dive into. The mitochondria uses H3O2 water as a semiconductor to create energy. So how active your mitochondria is will actually determine your energy level. Chemicals and blocking of sunlight will block the mitochondria's ability to create energy. So the chemicals we have, blocking of sunlight, being indoors, mobile phones, blue light, Wi-Fi, radiation, all of these things will block the mitochondria's ability to create energy. Your body will try to create H3O2 anyway, but it has a cost. It will steal from your healthy electrical charge that you have in your body. It will take your light that exists in your body, which will put you in a higher oxidative state. And if you don't have enough H3O2 water, which most of us don't have in here, you will remain dehydrated. I'm just gonna let it sink in.
Yeah. I'm also thinking a lot about the winter depression, because that's also a part that something that many people are suffering from because they don't get enough light.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, enough light, yeah. And when the sun disappears, some of you live in sunny countries, congratulations to you people, but like we here in Sweden, I haven't seen the sun for like 2 months now. It's like I can feel it because I've been without the water as well.
Oh yeah, you have.
Yes, I didn't say that. Maybe we should take that in a while.
Yeah, take it in there.
I will talk about the dehydration first that I was just mentioning. If we don't get the H3O2 water, effects on the body. You see this tree here. It doesn't have any water in it. If it would have water, it would have been alive. If you take a little bit of water out of a leaf, it dries out. We know this. This is just a natural thing that we all know about, but we don't think about that when it comes to us. So effects on the body is poor temperature regulation in the brain. People burn themselves out because the body doesn't have anything to cool it down with. The supply of nutrients to the cell decreases because it can't come in. It stresses the heart. The heart can become thick. The blood can become thick. You can also see that. You can do a live blood analysis and see that for yourself, and then drink the water and then take another one, and you will see that your blood is gonna move much, much faster. The function of the kidneys decreases. So the kidney uses water, H3O2 water, to be able to clean out toxic waste. Residues, toxins, acidic waste will remain within the body because it can't flush it out. It can't clean it out if we're dehydrated. Limitation in energy production, that's what I just mentioned. You will be tired. So the function of the proteins is completely dependent on H3O2. So proteins is a part of almost every process in the body. It's a part of enzymes, hormones, transporters of substances, the structure in the body. Antibodies is an important part of the immune system. It's made up of proteins. The immune system is depending on proteins, which is depending on the H3O2 water. EC water, it's the same as H3O2. It means exclusion zone because it excludes particles from our bodies. So it detoxes it. Substances needed for cell signaling to work are made up of proteins. So if your proteins are dehydrated, you can't really send signals within the body properly. So you see here, many things will lack if you don't have this H3O2 water in your body. So a really brief summary here: electrons out, dehydration and oxidation of cells. Electrons, and that is like blue screen. You know, we're sitting in front of screens right now, is taking a lot of energy, electrons from our bodies. Being indoors, and chemicals. Electrons in, moisturization and energy production, raw food, sun, earth, grounding, and water, the right water. Yes. So next, what is Kangen water? It's alkalized through an electrolysis process. This also happens in lakes, in streams, everywhere that the lightning comes down. An electrolysis process is actually happening in nature. So this Kangen water is filtered from chemicals. It's negatively charged. We're going to go through what that is. It's structured water, H3O2 water, that's the same. Molecular hydrogen. So ionization. What is ionization? I was just telling you about the lightning strikes. So that is what is happening within the machine. You have a transformer that is a power supply. You have platinum dipped titanium plates. The transformer gives almost a lightning strikes to the plates, and the water passes through these plates. The water gets separated into two streams. One is acidic, that comes down like in a waste pipe. One is alkalized, so it has a higher pH. It also has a hydrogen gas. And the more hydrogen gas you have, the higher the pH you have, because pH means potential hydrogen. So it's not the pH that is the magic with this water. The magic is the negative charge, the structure, and the molecular hydrogen. So we have different kinds of water. We have alkaline water. That's something else. That's with additives. That's like, alkaline bottled water. You have alkaline water made alkaline through additives. So that's not what this is at all. Ionized water. You can drink ionized water from somewhere, but it's not ionized because of an ionizing process. It's ionized because it has ionizing minerals. So it's to a very low level. And then you have ionized and alkalized, which is what this is. And just because you have ionized water does not mean you have ionized water that will give you the effects you're looking for, because not all ionized water is created equal. But we're going to talk more about that. Quality. I say just quality is everything. So benefits from this: electrons for the body to hydrate and for the mitochondria to produce energy. Antioxidant potential for the body to cope with oxidizing processes within the body. So everything that you gain electrons from will be antioxidant. Everything that you are putting in your body or exposing yourself to that is unhealthy for you is oxidizing for your body. A hydrated body can clean out toxic and acidic waste, and every function in the body will work properly again. So we will talk about the antioxidant potential. the ORP, it's called, so oxidation reduction potential. So if you're on the negative side, it's antioxidant. If you're on the positive side, it's oxidative. So ORP shows an indication of how antioxidant or oxidative something has the potential to be. The higher the ORP value of something is, the higher the tendency to oxidize steal electrons from another species, such as a cell membrane. So if you consume things with a higher ORP, it will steal the healthy negative charge from your cells. A healthy person has a charge of around -70 to -120 millivolts. And saliva, breast milk, for example, has a -70 millivolts. Tap water, rainwater, bottled water, distilled water, filtered water, reverse osmosis water has a positive ORP between 200 to 600 millivolts. And if you see on this chart here, you see that soda also has a positive charge on 400 millivolts. So tap water and soda is as oxidative. They actually did a study. This is about chlorine. In a study, water without chlorine created, like regular tap water without chlorine, created a 6 to 10% higher oxidative state in your body. That's quite a lot. But water containing chlorine created a 25% higher oxidative state in skeletal muscle cells in rats. That's huge. Who want to have a oxidative state in your body at all? You know, we have some oxidative states that we need, but this is about the bad ones that we don't want. So you see here on the negative side, you have the vitamin C, you have green tea, you have omega-3, and you have the Kangen water. So Kangen water is between -400 to -850 to sometimes 950 millivolts. It's really antioxidant. And we're going to compare. So 1 glass of Kangen water is as antioxidant as 23 glasses of green tea or 1.5 liters of blueberries. So imagine drinking 2 liters of this. How many liters of blueberries have you had? Not in the vitamins and such, but in the antioxidant potential. So that's really cool. Then we have the molecular hydrogen. It's anti-inflammatory. It improves memory and learning. And these things that I'm talking about here, these are scientifically proved. This is nothing we can argue about. This is set in stone. They have tested this. There's like thousands and thousands of different studies on this. So it reduces pain. It's strongly antioxidant, as we said. It protects metabolism, so it improves insulin sensitivity, balances blood pressure and cholesterol levels. It's a therapy for obesity, diabetes, and other metabolic diseases. So protection against allergy. Oh my God, that's it. So it's protection against allergy. It boosts mitochondrial function. So the mitochondria is the thing that creates energy within the body. So that will give you so much more function. It boosts glutathione, and the glutathione is a strong antioxidant that prevents damage to important cellular components. That's really important. It protects the muscles, protects the organs, protects the brain. It's actually a clinic in the US somewhere that bought a machine for their patients. They're treating people with severe autism and brain damage, and they had a 30% better health on their patients. That's quite a lot. It's protection against DNA damages, you know, radiation, 5G, all of the things that can damage our DNA. It protects us from that. It protects against cancer and helps against the after effects of chemotherapy if you need it. And actually, hydrogen concentration plays a crucial role when choosing a machine. So just because you have an ionizing machine does not mean that you have molecular hydrogen in it. So you need to choose a machine with quality that can actually produce a proper level of molecular hydrogen. So, warning now, the next picture, if you're very sensitive, do not look at this. It's going to be like inside of colons and things. So, this is Dr. Hiromi Shinya. He's ranked amongst the 10 best doctors in the world. He's the best colon doctor in the world. He invented colonoscopy, 1968. He's written a lot of different books you can read, and he says Kangen water is considered the very best drinking water because of its incomparable power of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidation. So this colon we have to the right here, it's a 38-year-old woman. She has chronic constipation. She eats a typical Western diet: bread, yogurt, cheese, meat, coffee, you name it. 3 months later, with a 90% plant-based diet, he recommends 10% fish and a lot of Kangen water. Since he added Kangen water to his patients, he saw like a incomparable difference. Like the recovery was very, very fast. So, and you also see here the yellow mucus on the side of this colon. This is created when naturally by the body when we're eating acidic food, because it wants to protect the organs and the blood from becoming too acidic, because then we will get in a coma or die. But what it also prevents is nutrients from being absorbed into the body, which leaves us malnutritioned. And this Hiromi Shinya, he does not, if the patient does not want to drink this water for a couple of months before he's going to treat them, he won't treat them. He won't accept, he won't treat them at all, because he knows that it just solves things. And there's a video of this if you want to see a live video, like before and after and such. I can send you the video. So this is high quality, people. So it's super, super hydrating. At birth, we're 90% water. Adults, we're 75% water. Seniors, they're like 55% water. And they're often extremely, have a lot of acidic waste within the body and are chronically dehydrated. Like a lot of old people actually die because they're too dehydrated. So the solution to pollution is dilution. Like if you want to get rid of pollution in your body, get diluted. So this is a medical device, people. It's approved as a medical device by the Japanese Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare. It's equivalent to the FDA. And it's the only water ionizer that is endorsed by the Japanese Association of Preventative Medicine for Adult Diseases. And what this actually does, what this actually means is that it's only one company within an industry that can be endorsed by this association. It's and this association, it has like 6,700 doctors in it, really highly skilled doctors. So they test products, you apply to be a part of the test, and if you get accepted, they sorry, the internet is a little bit unstable here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I hope you can hear something.
I hope you can hear us. Okay, so otherwise we can take this one-to-one after. But so how you get approved? If you get approved to the tests, it can be like 40 different companies that they test. So they go through one test, one person tries out the product for 6 months to see if it has any negative effects on health. If it has passed the test, they test it one more time for 6 months to see if the product can live up to the health benefits that that the company promises. And if they pass that test, which many don't, many get disqualified here, they go through to a board with 16 highly skilled doctors and scientists, and they look at everything on the machine, on the product, whatever it might be, and also on the spirit of the company, like what does this company actually create for humanity and the planet? So Enagic, which is the company of these water machines, they are the only water ionizers endorsed by this association. And it was 40 different other companies that were tested. So that's quite huge. So this is actually called the magic water because this water exists in a few places on Earth naturally. Like you see them here, it's Mexico, France, Germany, Japan, which is where the company is created, in Japan, in Okinawa. And yeah, it's been called, and this water, Kangen water, is actually 10 times stronger than in these places. So that's quite a lot. So it mimics natural conditions in nature. And we have, some people say, well, I have a spring close to me, or I have a well, so I'm safe. But, people have had access to springs and wells for thousands and thousands of years. Still, they didn't have the pollution that we have today. Still, they were pilgriming to these places. And there are 40,000 per day that visits the spring in Lourdes, for example. 40,000 people per day visit these springs, and that's quite a lot. And we have it at home in our kitchen. That's pretty awesome. So this is the last slide. There are different pH values on the machine, so you can choose. You can choose between these. And the different uses are like hundreds. You can have this water for hundreds of different things. So you have 2.5 that you definitely do not want to drink, but it's disinfectant. It kills like a lot of germs, molds, bacteria, viruses. It kills a lot of these things, fungus. So you can use it when you're cleaning. Use it when you want to clean and kill things that you don't want there. You can also treat different things, like if you have a wound that is infected, you can kill those things. You can have it as a mouthwash if you have like an infection in your mouth or whatever. Then you have 6.0, which is beauty water that you have in your face, because the skin in our face is 6.0.
We seem to have a lot of disturbances with the internet, and can you please write in the chat and tell us if it's even possible to hear us? Chat here, just pause your video.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We
Wait,
have.
if you wait a minute, I'm just going to connect to another internet
And see if it solves. Yeah, and yeah, this part will probably disconnect. So the ones who want to look at the rest, just come back in again. Can you write it in the chat as well for safety measurements?
Okay, so come in soon again. Great, Jenica. Okay, come in soon again. We're just going to change our internet so you can hear us properly. Okay.
So I think you will have to end it. You try to just change the internet. Hopefully we can survive the change. Okay, you can connect to mine if you want.
Den.
Vi har inte satt på din mobil hotspot.
Nej, men den.
Jaha, okej.
Okej, ska jag ta den?
Ta den. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's pray to God.
My PC.
No.
Nej.
Den vi behöver inte. Let's hope.
Okay.
Let's hope.
It's connected. Okay,
Connected.
so can you write something if you hear us properly now? Is it working? What is chatten? All good. Oh, great. Yes.
Oh.
Woo!
Whoop.
Oh.
So sorry for the disturbances. I hope you got something out of that.
Well, we're actually going to have a presentation every week from now on. So if you want it much better, you can also listen next week.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, great.
We would love to hear some of the testimonials.
I'm just gonna
take the last slide. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take the last slide here. So beauty water, it's 6.0. It's the same pH as the skin, so it makes the skin really, really beautiful. Then you have clean water, 7.0. It's only filtered water. It's not the ionization, so you can give that to if you're taking medication and you don't want to like increase the effects on that. It can be a thing. But if you're taking supplements, you really want to increase the effects if you take it with the Kangen water. So the Kangen water is 8.5, 9, and 9.5. And remember, it's not the pH we're after, it's the hydrogen concentration in it.
Mm.
And then you have 11.5, which is emulsifying. It takes away oils. So if you have like fruits and vegetables, if you're worried it has oil-based pesticides, every pesticide and herbicide are, oh, sorry. I didn't share screen, sorry. Share screen, share. Okay, here. 11.5. Yes, so you can soak your vegetables and fruits in the 11.5, so it will take away the pesticides really. You can also use it as a detergent, clean toilets, all like stainy things you can take away with this. And really, I want to come back to one thing. Like everything I just said, the science, how it works, everything of this, just forget it for a moment and just feel, because we have the capacity to feel how the water affects us. Some people don't even drink tap water because they just feel that it's not good. But you want to drink this water. The body's like craving this water. So just feel, just look at this beautiful, beautiful waterfall and just feel it. Yeah. So, yes. So, yeah. So, I can just say very, very quickly more about my testimonial, because I've been with water, I've been without the water, I've been with the water, and I've been without the water. So first time I was without the water for several months. And, I was like the first month, I was like, yeah, this works great. This works really good, actually. I was surprised. But the more time that passed, the more I felt like, oh no, my body's it's starting to break down. I felt like a soft potato in my body. It was no like textures. I was just like, yeah, really. I just felt slimy and soft as the protein. If you saw the picture with the protein, I felt exactly like that sad protein there. Many of my symptoms came back. I've also struggled with like poor night vision. It came back. My pain in my legs started to come back. Then I got the water again because I bought a new water machine, because I left it, my other water machine in another house that I moved from. And I remember I wrote to my team and my friends like, I'm back again. Like, wow, It felt so good. And now I've been without the water again because I lended my water machine out to one of my relatives that was really sick. So I've been without it for 4 weeks now. I got it yesterday, finally, and it was the same thing. I've been so extremely tired this last week. I've been struggling to really be able to work and actually do things, to actually accomplish things. The last time I actually got addicted to like black tea, caffeine. I even drank coffee a few times. And if you know me, I don't go near coffee because my body doesn't cope with that well. So yes, and now I have it again. And today my brain is just like everywhere because I feel the detox symptoms. I always get a little bit tired, very tired actually, when I start to drink the water again after being away from it, because there's so many things that the body needs to, that it can finally cope with again. So it needs to take care of that before it can really be energized. The energy I've never experienced an energy like this when you have the water.
Yeah, maybe you can stop the share.
Yes. So, Vincent, raise your hand if you're up for doing a
Short testimonial.
short, like 1 minute testimonial.
Yeah. And
I
someone else
will.
as well. Andrew? I saw a hand there.
Yes, Vincent, great. So I'm gonna ask to unmute.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. So what I want to say about the Kangen water is the first time that I got introduced to it, I was like, okay, this is something new and I never heard about it. But I got really interested because I was always struggling with my health. And when I started with it, I have felt really weird experience with my body. I was in the beginning really tired. And when I had the machine, I started drinking it and I feel so much change. I feel so much more better in my body, more energy. I'm also asthmatic and I have not been sick for now. I've been like most of the time, I've been always really sick. I was always like with the cold and all these things. And now I feel the reduce so much more. I have more control of my illness. And I'm so happy with that and blessed because I was always struggling with that. I was not feeling good and tired. And I'm so grateful that I have this opportunity to drink this water. And one time at work, I forgot my Kangen water to bring it. And I was forced to drink water out of the hose at work. And it was awful. I couldn't believe how awful it was. I was drinking it. I was like, ugh, I never want to drink this again because it tasted so bad. And from that moment on, I was like, yeah, this is it. This is my proof that Kangen water is the thing that gives me life and that I feel good about. So for me, the Kangen water is just a blessing. I wouldn't change it for the world. I feel better. I feel more energetic, and yeah, I'm
Thank you
just
so
happy with
much.
that. So
Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing. Yes. Wow.
you're
Yeah,
welcome.
you've been doing such a journey with this as well.
I
No,
know
thank
it's
you.
a big journey.
Yeah, it is. It actually takes some time, really. So,
Yeah.
Eric, are you up for sharing your
For
testimonial
someone else,
or someone else? Just raise your hand.
maybe Sebastian or Jonathan. But
We can start with Eric and we can go.
yeah, if we keep it short.
Yes.
And we can talk more about it later when we have the question. We can just talk about it
Yes.
a little bit more.
Yeah, so I've been drinking. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been drinking the Kangen water for I guess maybe about 9 or 10 months now. And yeah, I've definitely like gotten into the best physical shape of my life in the past year. So I'm sure that the water helped play a role in that, as well as yeah, just a lot of physical activity, which probably like I had the extra energy to just perform at a much higher level. Drinking the water. Yeah, it's the best ever. I've just been really conscious about what water choices I've made throughout my life. And I've been on a water catchment system since moving to Hawaii. I used to drink from spring water, which was excellent, but yeah, I just don't have access to that here. And yeah, the Kangen water has been a great solution.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you. So, anyone else that wants to share?
If not, we can talk a little bit more later as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, great. So the time has gone really fast now. So now we're gonna just change the presentation and we're gonna go through the business part. It's so exciting. Like this is our life, really. Just spread this water. So we're just gonna change presentation here. And Claudia is the beautiful Claudia, ambitious Claudia is gonna take over from here. I need to share first.
You can talk from the beginning.
Share.
All right, I'm just gonna switch with you a little bit. All right. So my name is Claudia. I've had the honor to work side by side with Sana for a while now, and it's completely changed my life for the better. And I see myself as a freedompreneur. I help others realize their full potential and move towards freedom, whatever that means for them. And my journey with this has given me something that I wouldn't in my wildest dreams dream of. It's given me peace of mind and stability because I have been struggling with bipolar. I don't call it a disorder, but like challenge. This has been my big challenge to life to deal with. And through the power of the water, I don't feel bipolar. I know I'm a very sensitive person, but I can cope with it with so much more like grace. And even on my bad days, I'm still productive. Like on my bad days before, I couldn't be productive at all. And the same went with my PMS, which has almost like bad parts of it has disappeared. And I'm so happy about it. I can't even explain it in words. And my energy levels have just really risen to the skies. And I've been able to quit coffee that I've been trying to do for, I don't know, so many times. And now finally, when I had the water, I could quit it and I could still wake up like really empowered and feeling full of energy in the mornings without it. I see myself as an environmentalist. My goals are to work for the planet and for the environment. That's where my heart is. And I've chosen to live a child-free life to be able to support people even more and the planet more. And I am very passionate about authentic expression. So that is something that I work to be myself, to really speak my truth always. And I quit my well-paid job to be able to work from the heart more, to do something that feels more sustainable, something that's really doing something good for others and does it for a long period of time, that doesn't just like give a quick fix, but like really something that's lasting. And also to become a better partner. So a brief overview of what I'm gonna talk about. So first of all, I'm gonna talk about true value versus money. And I'm gonna show the different machines, talk a little bit why I chose Enagic. And then I'll go through the commission plans for the different machines, make a little example of a possible scenario, talk about leadership opportunity, different ways to join, and the prices and the payment plans, and also how we work. So before I start talking about money, I want to talk about value, because if money wasn't a limiting factor for us, what would we do and what would we create? And if we really just think about that for a second, or give ourselves a moment to think about that, we can see that if we had more resources, we could do more things that we actually value. And for me, true value is about environmental restorative work, well-being, health, and wellness. Just as Sana said, like I've been living a very healthy life, and yeah, but with this water, I could finally. It was like the missing puzzle piece for my well-being, and also to be able to rest when we need to have that time freedom, and also spend time with our friends, family, and why not the most important person in our lives, ourselves. To put time on self-development and money, of course, as well, if we need to self-actualization. If we want to put our time and energy into studies, politics, spirituality, activism, whatever we value. And for me to be able to empower each other and others that I also love, and help put more wealth into the hands of good-hearted people, so we can shift the scales to co-create the new world. So here's an overview of Enagic's prestigious machines. So this is 47 years of unconquered technology. Machines with solid plates. There are no mesh plates in these. They work with a transformer, so there's no switch mode, which means that these machines can send a strong current through these mesh plates for a long time without burning them.
Solid.
Solid plates. Sorry, I got it mixed up. They can, yeah, send a strong current through these plates for a long time, so we can get a really strong effect. Because a switch mode, it goes off and on. Imagine if you were trying to cook some pasta on your stove and you had to switch it off and on. It would get some effect after a while, but you would never be able to boil your spaghetti or whatever you're trying to boil. Then this has the golden standard. And yeah, we have different machines we use them for drinking, cleaning, sanitizing, and also I have a showering and bathing unit. And the Leveloop R isn't in stock anymore. And they don't vary in size like on this picture. They're more or less the same size. But they have different amounts of plates in them. So they give a little bit different effects. But if you want to know more about this, come to us and talk about it. And we'll go through it with you. And for the ones that are only interested in buying a machine and have no interest in the business, you can leave now if you want, and you can ask us about details and prices privately. But now I'm gonna dive into more health, more wealth, because health is in a way wealth. Because if we were to choose between health or wealth, what would we choose? We should choose both for sustainability, because I see so many people afraid of money to the point where they'd rather be broke and then can't even give themselves the proper food or treatment they need. So in a way, health and wealth is connected. Also, many studies verify it. Like the most poor people are usually very unhealthy because it causes a lot of stress. It causes a lot of anxiety to feel poor and feeling that you can't really do what you want to do because you're so limited. And by diving into a healthier and freer lifestyle, we tend to attract more of that into our lives. And we also attract people who are also wanting to become healthier and want to be freer, to be able to manage their time freely and their place freely, work from anywhere in the world, from home with their family and loved ones, or at the beach or wherever, free to work with the people we vibe with, free to be ourselves, free our mindset with the help of our coaches. And we would love to help you as well. So why did I choose Enagic? Yeah, so this company has been going strong for over 45 years, not going into depth. And they give people tools for realizing true mental health, because it really takes the pressure off in many ways, and also helps us mentally, because mentality is connected to our physicality. And yeah, we have tools for realizing true physical health, yes, and realizing true financial health. So this is like a holistic way of seeing things and working with life itself. Water is basically life. And also this company really aligns me with my values, because I feel I don't want to work with anything that doesn't feel right in my heart. And this company has no pyramid structure and such. So this is not an MLM. This is a direct sales business which provides for a safe way to earn an income and at the same time giving equal opportunity for everyone joining this business. Although we do get rewarded for helping people success as well. But I will show you all about that soon. Not all of it because that could take a long time, but I'll try to go through it as briefly as I can. And this is also an award-winning and stable business. They have the gold standard, they're tested and certified water quality. They are members of the DSA, which is the Direct Selling Association, which means that they have an award for being a good company for direct selling. And also some of these ISOs are very, very, how can you say, like they are strong because they really point to that this is a really strong medical device. Because like the ISO 13485, you can only get this ISO if you are registered as a medical device. And also, if you want to learn more about this, just check out Enagic's webpage for a full list of awards and certifications. So to become an Enagic distributor, be able to provide this to others, get your own machine, try the water, and really feel this lift your life and help others receive it as well. There's no stocking of inventory, so you don't have to buy like a lot of machines and then send them off. So, and there's no annual renewal except for the supplies that you need for the machines, like a filter and the cleaning powder. But they're no expensive things. This is also, there's no D-ranking in this company. So if you hit a rank, you will have it for life. And there's basically no time limits, but yeah, talk to us a little bit more about how I don't know how to say, but yeah,
How it all works.
how it all works. But you have no time limit that you have to sell a machine to like be a distributor, and they pay you daily. So as soon as someone has bought a machine, they have signed the papers and they have paid, and the money has come into Enagic, money will be sent to your account. And there's also no monthly qualifications. However, for the 6A plus awards, the special points, some qualifications apply. So I will go through that a little bit more now. So Enagic has a patented compensation plan. This is the only one in the world of its kind, and it's really special. So Enagic does no advertising. So the money that they would have spent on advertising goes directly to the distributors instead. And each machine has a point value. So for the K8, for example, which is the Enagic's flagship model, the most powerful machine, 1 point equals 250 euros, or in the States, it's $340. So I just want to let you know that there's some difference there. So depending on where you are in the world, now you can think a little bit different. My example that I will go through will be calculated in euro. So Enagic pays out 8 points per machine to the sales force, and a maximum of 6 points is paid to distributor ID. So for when you're in 1A lane, and for the ones in your 1A lane selling machine, you get 250 euros. For 2A, you get 500 euros, and then 3A, 750 euros, and so on. And for every unit sold, 8 points will be dealt to you and your team depending on your rank, and it's always dealt from the bottom up. So the one that sells the machine will of course get paid first, and only when there's points left, it will go to the sponsors. So how can we start building wealth with Magic? So here are the 6 ranks. And to advance in rank, you and your team accumulate a specific numbers of sales. All these points that you see here in the picture are not necessarily people. These are numbers of sales and units. So for the 1A lane, you can see here that only 2 units are needed to be sold for you to qualify to rank up to 2A. So that's really impressive to start with. You don't have to put in a lot of energy to start earning double commission. So that's really beautiful. And to become 3A, you only double your team and you are qualified to rank up again. So it's really amazing. And you can advance directly from 1A to any other rank when the sales volume meets the requirements shown, but you must have 2 direct sales. Or if you alone buy 3 units, for example, the trifecta that I will show you soon, then on your first sale, you will become 2A directly. And if you implement this, this gives an opportunity to climb a lot faster in rank. And yeah, I already mentioned that you can jump directly to any other rank when it's required. So I'm going to go through a little example of how this could play out. So let's say that you start off with just buying yourself 1 machine. And you show the water to Kate, and she's really excited about it because she loves the water for herself and she wants to experience the health benefits for herself. So she buys a K8 from you. Then you receive 250 euros because she's in your 1A lane. But she only wants this for health, and many people do. But when you show this to Vladimir, Vladimir gets very excited and he wants to show his friend. But first, you receive 250 euros for that sale. So when Vladimir goes out and show this to others, you open up for indirect sales because you, of course, you support Vladimir with the information that he needs to go out and sell, or we do as a team. So he goes out and he sells 5 machines in the coming month or 2. This all depends on how much time and effort you put in. Things like this can go fast, it can go slower. So just like realize this is no get rich quick thing. This is a get rich over time and like really building up a stable business for yourself thing. Right?
Yes.
Yes. So when Vladimir goes out and sells these 5 machines, he gets paid first with 250, 500, 500, and 500 euros. And because he's in your 1A lane, you will get rewarded with 250 euros for these 5 machines. Per machine, yes, of course. So you can see here the total of direct sales and indirect sales, how much that will give you. And because we now are 7 people in or 7 units sold in the team, we rank up on our next direct sale. So when we sell to Fatima, we get rewarded 500 euros. That's beautiful. Just imagine having that extra in a month or like to start with. It's really nice. And as you build it up, it goes quicker and quicker because the team grows. So when Fatima goes out and sells this to 7 of her colleagues and maybe people to her gym, she gets rewarded first with 250, 250, and then 500 per machine. And because she is in your 2A lane, you get rewarded 500 per machine as well. And now we are 15 people in the team, and you have already only sold 3 of them directly. Or sorry, units. Like some people buy more units. Yeah, so when we then go out and sell this to you, Alice, we rank up to 3A. And Alice is really excited about this, and because you also help her and we help her to really achieve what she wants to achieve, she goes out and sells a lot of machines. She goes out and sells 10 machines. First of all, you get rewarded 750 because you sold the machine to her, but you also get 750 per machine for the indirect sales because she is in your 3A lane. And as long as there are 3 points left, you get rewarded this. So you will get rewarded with 3 points as long as Alice or someone in the downline doesn't take more, receive more than 5 of the points, and then it stops. This is why this is not an MLM. So now we have 36 group sales. So we rank up again. We're qualified to rank up another time. So when we sell a machine to Ali, we get 1,000 euro. And when Ali goes out, we get 1,000 euro per machine as well. This is really amazing. I also wanted to say about the 3A lane. I realized, like, for the ones that live in the States, you will get rewarded for K8 there. It's like 1,000 euro there. But no, dollars, of course, sorry for that. And this goes on until we have 50 group sales. If they are direct or indirect, doesn't matter. And when we have 50 group sales, we qualify to rank up to 5A, where we receive 1,250 euro. And when we have 100 group sales, we rank up to 6A. And then we receive 1,500 euros for just one sale. And that's really amazing in itself to just have that extra in a month. If we just sell one machine, I think that's pretty cool. But imagine if we sell 5 of them, we receive 7,500 euros for that, no matter if they are direct or indirect sales, as long as there are points left for us. So just here, I think this is really impressive by itself.
And if you have several accounts, it's 8 points per machine that is sold.
Yeah.
So, and 6A is the highest rank, but you can still get all of the 8 points.
Yeah, if you
Right.
sell a machine to yourself, that gets their own ID as well. You get an extra ID for that machine as well. So depending on how you strategize this, you can actually receive all 8 points as well. But personally, I do enjoy that my sponsor, Sana, also gets a little bit of the cake when I do something good, because I want her to succeed as well. So
Yeah.
this is like, for me, it's really beautiful to have this team effort. And this is also what we do when we want to, if we want to take like more responsibility and really help people reach for their goals and take a leadership role. We have some leadership bonuses. So when we are 6A, we might think, oh, it stops here and that's super cool. And it is, but it doesn't stop here. By helping your teams reach 6A, you become 6A2, 6A2-2, and so on. And this is a very exciting level of achievement because of the tremendous income you can earn in the way of awards. So that's on top of the 8-point commission plan. So when you hit the 6A rank, you will get rewarded with a bonus that you can see here. And the same goes with 6A2. I don't have the number for 6A2-2, sorry, but I can look it up for you. And you can see here, it's shown in both dollars and euro. And something really, really amazing happens when you hit a rank called 6A2-3, because not only do you get a one-time reward, you actually start getting paid monthly, and this is for life as long as you stay active in Enagic. And there's a strategy to be able to do that without putting too much effort into it as well. And I will talk about that very soon. So in dollars, that is $5,000 a month. And in euro, that's 3,500 a month. And when you hit another rank by helping others rank up, that monthly pay will rise as well. And this is something really cool because you can actually inherit this to your child or your children as well. So this is
A legacy.
This is a legacy that you are building for yourself and the ones to come. So there's different ways to join. So you can start by buying one machine, and that's what I did, and I'm super happy about it. And you can also, if you want to be able to get even more health benefits, you can add the Yukon, which is also an additional income stream on top of the regular 8-point commission plan. This is a really good way to climb faster in rank and to supplement yourself in combination with the water. Please contact the one who invited you to this to learn more about this option, because it's a big subject in itself. And the same goes with the trifecta. So the trifecta is when you go in with 3 units to start with. Some people do 4 or 5 as well. So by buying the trifecta, you open up a 2A lane on your first direct sale, and you can speed up your business up to 3 times and enjoy a complete health system. So what is the Yukon? So the Yukon is a rejuvenating supplement made from turmeric, specifically produced with Kangen water. And it acts as a complement to the water enriched with high quality ingredients and essential oils. And the benefits of turmeric are many. These are just a few of them. It's a natural anti-inflammatory substance or plant. It's antibiotic, antiseptic, and antifungal. It speeds up wound healing, lowers cholesterol, heals stomach ulcers, and improves digestion, which actually the Kangen water does as well. But it gets even stronger when it's combined. It improves skin conditions like psoriasis, eczema, etc., and helps control blood sugar. And to just tell you about the commissions with the Yukon, I put it down here. So it's 3, what do you say, like 3 packages per year.
Boxes.
Boxes.
10 boxes.
10 boxes. Yeah, every 4th month. So that's 3 per year, 3 deliverances per year, and you get paid per deliverance. So for every unit, because every deliverance counts as a unit, you get paid 32 euros or $40.
for that in your team.
Per point.
Per point.
So if you
Yeah,
are,
per point. Yeah, so if you are 5A, you get 5 of that. Yeah, if your Yukon is 5A. Yeah. So, and this is the trifecta. So for the ones who really, really want to see their health and business bloom and make the most out of this opportunity, the trifecta is for you. So for every trifecta you or your team sells, 3 to 5 volumes will be filled for you in the compensation plan the first year, and then 3 each year for the Yukon per person. Yes. So, and I also want to talk about the Anespa a little bit then, because Anespa is the shower unit. It's like a home spa system. It transforms your ordinary bathroom into a natural hot spring resort. And can't wait to try it myself. Anespa DX produces a continuous stream of healthy ionized mineral water. It has a charcoal filter impregnated with tourmaline, and it takes away almost 100% of chlorine and other residues. So this prevents you from absorbing liters of toxic chlorine and chloroform, which is carcinogenic through your skin, because many of these chemicals are even more easily absorbed through your skin than through your stomach.
and you breathe the gases.
And you breathe the gas in as well when you bathe in it when it's hot. And you can tell a little bit more about it because you have tried this for yourself.
Yeah, I've been living with this Anespa for a year, and it's just like the skin, it's absolutely brilliant. Like hair, if you suffer from hair loss and things, your like hair will stop falling off. It's highly effective. And these minerals that is in this Anespa, it's just really, it's from the Hokkaido springs in Japan. So these minerals are just brilliant.
Yeah, so this is like a complete health system. It's really beautiful. And yes, I guess many of you have been wondering about where to start, what is needed from me, like how can I join this, how can I create this for myself. So here are the prices in both euro and dollar for the machines, where the K8 is the strongest machine. And we also have the SD501 Super, which is mostly for people who have like a restaurant, or they take care of like a lot of horses or something, and I want to give them the water, or they want to care for like a big garden or something, then it's possible to get more water up quick. So the K8 is more like for the one person or family, like, and the Super is for like bigger businesses if someone really wants a stronger machine. And then we have the Anespa, the SD501 is very popular as well. And yeah, just ask us about more details on this, which one would suit you best. And I have no idea what you were thinking about the prices, but I know that some people think that, oh my God, that's a lot of money. I thought it would be cheaper. But actually, as I've been learning more about these machines and the quality of these machines, I'm starting to wonder why they are so cheap. Because
they last a lifetime.
They last a lifetime. It's some medical grade solid plates, and with medical grade platinum dipped. Platinum dipped titanium plates. And that's like really expensive material. I realized that from studying this for weeks and months, and this is really incredible. And also this like an investment in your life, one of the greatest investments you can do for your body and for your loved ones. And this is also an investment in a business model that can set you free. both physically, spiritually, financially, and yeah, mentally as well. This is hard to put a price on. And I assure you, this is not only machine, this is a vehicle towards total freedom. And most things are commutable and exchangeable, but you only have one body. And there are solutions for everyone. I would love to go through like different payment plans with you, but I won't do that today because yeah, it would take too long and
Out of time.
we're out of time. Yes. But this is something that is possible for anyone to do. So if you, for example, would start sharing this with others, it won't take many sold machines to have regained the down payment and start earning an income for yourself. So, and there's also benefits of ordering machine through a company because you don't have to pay the VAT and stuff like that. So just talk to us and we will talk about what's the best solution for you. And yeah, so these machines are so much more like effective than some other machines on the market. It leaves Enagic to be the top ironers in the world, as Sana was talking about. It's the top ironers in the world, and it's backed by thousands of doctors, and still they are not more expensive than this. If you want the best water for yourself and truly invest in your life and health, Enagic is the way to go. These are really long lasting machines as well. And you also get great service on them for life for a minimal fee. So last slide, guys and girls and powerhouses. We work in a team here. I can't stress this enough. We really want to work as a team and we really want to feel you here with us. We support everyone to reach for and catch our dreams. There are no limits to what we can achieve when we come together in unity and support. No one needs to do everything themselves. We help each other grow. We also have an educational platform that we can use. We have that enhanced. We can learn different skills and help educate ourselves and our teams as well, taking the pressure of needing to do everything ourselves. This is a powerful platform where we learn things like branding, money mindset, manifestations, masterclasses, multidimensional content, how to raise your vibration, and also more about Enagic, how you can fast start your business and also get paid to be you. And we have a lot of information and material as well that we can give you and you can send to your leads. And we really, really want you to be yourself because me personally as well, and I know many more we are tired to put on a mask and try to fit into a mold that we just don't fit. And we all have different gifts to give to the world. We don't need to be like anyone else or compare ourselves to others. The best way to do this is by being your true authentic self. Share your stories, be more of what you came here to be and thrive. And also feel the power of the community. We have events. Of course, now we have more like web-based events because like the situation. And we can come to you if you host one. And we have webinars. We're going to have webinars every week now. And you can always have three-way calls with your leads and your sponsors. And yeah, we have groups and chats. We can help you keep accountable to yourself. Because now we don't have a boss here. No one is in charge. We are all in charge of our own lives and we can help each other stay accountable. And we build beautiful, long-lasting friendships through this. This is really amazing to connect with like-minded people and really start building something together. So I want to say thank you for giving yourself the time to be here and listen to this. And be sure to get back to the one who invited you to this webinar and see how this can be best suited for you and your life situation. See how you can be a part of this great movement and this loving family of great people of all kinds. The world really, really needs more of us to come together and empower each other for the well-being of all and the planet. So let's create this new world together. Woo! Thank you. So I'm gonna allow allow participants to unmute themselves. So
If you have questions or if you want to talk about anything, just unmute yourself. And thank you, Adriel. Thank you for being here. Yes. So if you want to say anything, just unmute yourself and speak.
Hey Monica, nice to see you here. Hi.
Hi, I just want to jump on real quick. The kids are not sleeping here.
Oh, beautiful to see you. Thanks for joining. Is everything clear, or does someone have any questions? I would love to have some questions or just some
Yes, you broke up,
like
sorry.
some thoughts about this.
You're here now, Monica.
Well, yes,
There
good. Well, my name is Monica Helleberg, and I had the honor to start this up in Sweden almost, well, not really, but almost 2 years ago now. And Sanna was on a couple of months later. And I can just say that this is not about just the water, and this is about really empowering people on all levels, financially, health-wise, and also taking back the power over our time and our energy. What I am doing right now is standing completely in what I want to live and be and do in this world. And it's greatly because of these amazing people that I've teamed up with. It's because of the water. It's because of the personal development I've gone through, where I decided to not hold myself back anymore, like to fully be myself and completely do what I'm here to do. Yes, I'm Mikael Nordfors' daughter. And now today I'm chairman of the World Freedom Alliance, speaking up for our rights, for our freedoms, for our bodily integrity with an amazing team from all around the world. And this feels like just completely living my soul's purpose, and also, spreading the water all around the world. And like with the experts I'm working with today, one of them, Dolores Cahill, a immunologist, she's also buying the machine actually. And she says that what we really need is clean water, clean food, and love. Like that's it's very simple, but it's so true. We don't need chemicals. We don't need mind control. We don't need to be separated. All of that. We need to, get back to the roots, get back to the origin, just like Kangen stands for. Yeah. So this is just such a blessing. It's such an empowerment on all levels. So, just dive in. There's nothing to hesitate about. Like someone said, the worst thing that can happen is you get the best health tool you can ever have in your home. And then it's such a bonus if you dive into it and you take responsibility for it and you really do it full-heartedly, like Sanna and Claudia are doing. This really changes your life, but it's up to you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And I'm just listening to your kids. I can stay on also if you have any other questions. I can join in.
Yeah.
I don't have any questions, but I just wanted to say thank you for inviting me and sharing all that beautiful information. And thanks a lot, and I would like to see you guys again, and just continue building something like you were saying. And like I said, I really appreciate you inviting me, and I hope to be invited again soon.
Yeah.
You will.
I'm looking forward to work with you, Andrew. I'm just longing for our collaboration, like when you're ready. And I truly appreciate your friendship. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Someone else want to say anything?
No.
Yeah, we could
Yeah.
just be here.
Yeah,
Just cuddle.
Yeah.
Web cuddling, online cuddling.
So like, do we have anything else we would love to share? Like, there's so much that could be shared here, actually. Like, from the bottom of my heart, this has changed my life in so many ways, I couldn't even really imagine. And I jumped on this because I saw an opportunity to start making money, because I was pretty broke, and I had a hard time, and I saw a possibility to do something else for people, that because I thought that I didn't need this for health myself. I thought that I had like done everything, or almost everything that I could for my health. But as I started drinking this water, I realized so quickly that this is doing miracles, because it's so hard to imagine how your life will be better. Like, it's really easy to imagine how it can be when it's worse, because we have all had bad moments, right? And times when we are sick or we feel weak. But now it was like just my normal level went from here to like much higher. So my lows are never as low as they were before, and my highs are still as high, but I just feel that they are more more controlled. And for a person like me, that's a really big deal. I actually read a clinical study that they had done on bipolar and schizophrenia with this kind of water, and they have shown really good results. And that was such a big confirmation for me, because I was like, oh, I had no idea this could do this, because so many people are talking about the health benefits and also the freedom movement with this, but I hadn't heard anything about the mental part of it. So I realized more and more how much this can do for our mental state as well. And I see so many people struggling. I see it so often. People are telling me they feel depressed or they are going through some hard stuff. And like, this water can really help us to balance ourselves and get more powerful, stronger in our baseline. And just be able to do those things that we want to do, because earlier in my life I couldn't like take on jobs that required me to work more than 3 days a week, because I would not be able to do it. But now I can work anytime I want, but I can also be free anytime I want, because of how this works and how we work together. So I can decide, like, when I have a week or a day that I feel like, oh, I think I need to rest today, I can just take that day. I can just take that week. And it feels really, really wonderful.
Yeah. And imagine, if we all in here, we're 17 people in here, if we would work together as a community that we already do,
Yeah.
if we would do this together, we would get wealthy together. It all depends on how determined you are, of course. But if we would do that, imagine what we can do on this world.
Yeah.
Like, we could buy the whole freaking planet and give it back to
Yeah.
to where it should be. We can replant the forest, we can build new sustainable cities, we can create all of these things that we are really looking for. And we need the people that are in here. It's we who should have money to do all of these things because we want to do good for the world. So yeah, we're gonna get there. So you decide if you want to go with us or if you want to not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really with you with
Mm.
that. Like to be able to like buy land, protect that with all of our hearts, and
If you feel tired, you can leave. It's
yeah,
it's
it's
totally
like
okay
totally
to
okay
leave.
to leave if you want. Like,
Yes,
this
have a
is
good night.
just if you want to stay and
Yes.
talk more.
No, it's interesting. The thing
Yeah.
is, for me, the thing is that this opportunity to talk to people with the heart about climate issues and problems that we can solve, and that's one big reason for me. Uh, I'm too happy for what you can earn with this because it feels like something. I couldn't tell like become a car seller, for example. I could become a seller, but I could not sell a car because it damaged the pollutants. So this is really awesome, I think, and it will be really awesome to follow and try it for my own.
Yeah, wonderful to hear that, Eva.
Thank
I
you.
think, I mean, from my perspective, it's also about mindset, like really taking in that there's another reality waiting for you. Like, I quit my teacher's job, this spring, and I live as a free woman. It's like I don't have to get up in the morning. I don't have to, do all of those things. I spend my time on whatever I want. And now, just the other day we had a dinner here, and most people actually live like that. I mean, most people, it's like a new paradigm of people just stepping into other solutions that where you don't work for money, like this works for you, and there's a very dynamic system that really pays you for the time that you put in, so that it's really your time is really valued and it comes back to you in abundance. And it's actually just about also taking those steps in the mindset that this is really possible. Like we were sitting around this table, maybe 10 people, and there was like I think 2 people who were still working. And it was like, oh, are you still working? Oh, are you still, dependent on that system? Well, come on, come with us, show you how to do this. And it's actually so much simpler than you think, because your mindset is still stuck with it should be hard, or it's difficult and I can't do it. And I remember thinking like that at first too, but those amazing people that I was looking up to, oh, they can do it, but I can't. But then I just did it anyway, and now here I am, 6A in the system and all free, and doing what I love and really supporting so many people to live the life they want. And that is, I can't imagine something more rewarding than that, living a life like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to add a little bit of that because I totally resonate with that. Like, there's so many people there, like we get stuck in this employee mindset, like, and it's so beautiful to start breaking loose from that, because that's also like a program that runs through us since we are child. We're programmed from school to think like this and work like this, and it's so beautiful to just start to opening up for different kinds of realities. This is a different kind of reality we are stepping into here, and with the power of the water we also get the power to really step up as well. And there's so many people that are like, they are identifying themselves with some kind of some kind of part of how they used to be, or they are identifying themselves with like an attribute or something that kind of holds them down. But with this water, these attributes can really change, and we can really start changing from the inside and start working for the world and for ourselves in a totally different way. So yeah.
Yes, it's like, okay, on one side you can have fun, you can have, do what you want,
Yeah.
and actually, help people for real, help the planet, and you get much more. That's what I ended up with, as a teacher. Like, okay, I can do this where I have fun all the time, I can do what I want, I make maybe at least, triple the amount of my teacher salary.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I talked to a teacher's friend, like a colleague, and I told her this, and I said, I don't really know what I'm doing here anymore. I love kids, I love to do that, and then she just looked at me and said, like, what are you doing here? Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, what am I doing here? I still was believing that I have a steady job, and I have kids, I have to be responsible. And then it's like, okay, but in 1 month I can make like 10 times more even than my teacher's salary. Like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
And do more impact.
Yeah, by supporting us instead. So
Yes,
super
and then
grateful
just
for that.
spread it to others. It's not like, wow, look at me, how much money I'm making. It's like, yeah, you can do it too, here.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that, Monica. Thank you. Maybe we should try to round this up, or is it anyone else who wants to add anything?
And here are my kids that don't want to sleep.
If not, I'm
Yes, thank you.
so
Thank you.
grateful for your time, and I hope to talk to you soon again.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I would love, like, for the ones that are in here that I invited, I would love to connect, like, privately as well. This is what I really, really urge for. Like, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Have a beautiful day or night, and we'll see you soon.
Much love.
Bye.